please subscribe and don't forget to press the bell icon to get notified whenever we upload a new video.
The adventure tour is very cool in India right now, and I thought that's why the 310 GS is gathering all the attention. Well, I've just ridden this for a short while and I can tell you this is a special motorcycle. Now, the history of this motorcycle is pretty clear. The styling is inspired by the S1000R, and in that sense it's supposed to be a sporty, naked, comfortable street, little bit of highway kind of motorcycle. There's not a lot of bodywork on this, and it does make difference to the performance in the sense it's about 10 kilos lighter than the GS. Makes the same power though, 34 PS and 28 Nm, but despite making the same power, the 10 kilos add up, and this feels like a much more urgent, much stronger motorcycle as engines go. The frame again is the same, but we've got smaller suspension, less travel, and a little bit less rake and trail, and that makes the motorcycle feel more connected to you, get more feedback. The rear shock unit is again also smaller, and in that sense it's a lower slung, low seat height, easy to get on with motorcycle. But what I'm surprised about is its turn of speed, because it is a BMW in the sense that it's not frantic or urgent or wants to do everything right now, but this motorcycle does egg you on a little bit in a very gentle way, where it's sort of saying, we can go faster, why don't you try that? And when you go faster, it says, we can go a little bit faster than that, why don't you try that? So honestly, I haven't had a chance to cruise on this at a steady pace for a while, but cutting through light traffic on an empty road, we are on the outskirts of Gurgaon today, this is just brilliant. It always seems to have enough torque, and in that it also seems to have just a little bit more vibration than the GS. It's not a deal breaker, but if you go for a test ride, just see how you feel about it. I think you'll be okay with it, but there is just a little bit more than the GS on this. The other part of this motorcycle is its handling, because it's a smaller, lower, more compact motorcycle. Turning it into corners is beautiful. It's natural, it's planted, it's sticky, and it's so confident. And part of that, of course, is 17-inch tires, Michelin Pilot Sport tires. They're sticky tires. We know these tires from the RR 310, the TVS motorcycle, based on the same platform as this. Based on that, it handles really well. I really enjoyed riding it. It's a natural motorcycle on that front too. Ride quality though is a little bit stiffer than the GS. Part of it is the configuration. The GS does have a longer shock, but despite that, I would not call it uncomfortable. It's just a little bit sportier than I thought it would be when I saw it. But the highlight of this motorcycle for me are these brakes. They are just stunning. They are exactly how I think brakes should be. There's a lot of bite, they're very progressive, there's lots of feel, and you can modulate heavily. In fact, I think I pulled my first ever rolling stoppie completely without intending to today during my tracking shots. It's a time we're trying to ride steadily, so a stoppie just doesn't occur to you as a normal thing to happen in that circumstance, but it did. It's brilliant. I really enjoyed riding it. So if you're in the market for a motorcycle that needs to go through the city, take you down the highway a little bit, I know that it is easy to say that the 310R is an expensive motorcycle, but just look at it. Like BMW keeps telling us, they only make one specification for India, and this specification goes everywhere. There's a Euro spec and a US spec. They're the same motorcycle, they've altered slightly. Within those are families that go to each market. This is one of the Indian motorcycles, so basically that means you get a front number plate, a sari guard, etc. It's exactly what the Europeans buying, and the quality levels on this motorcycle are stunning. Every panel fits exactly as it should, every fastener, everything looks like somebody thought about what should go on the motorcycle to match what, say, the R1200 GS or the S1000R is in terms of your quality perception. So for that money, this kind of quality, that kind of performance, I think BMW has done a kind of a good job on this thing. The service cost is also not unreasonable. I was told 3,000 to 4,000 rupees for a service, 10,000 kilometer intervals after the first service. So in that sense, I think BMW's thought this through. The EMIs, it starts at 6,999, which is a good price, includes the RSA in that. Warranty is 3 years standard. So BMW has actually thought this process through, and this is a well packaged motorcycle. If you're in the market for something like this, do go to a BMW showroom near you, take a test ride and see. I think you will be as surprised as I was, because the GS is fun and it's a very competent motorcycle. It's enjoyable to ride, and I think it'll make a great highway bike, but this thing is just alive. It's awesome.